What's up, y'all? This is Sorry back with no reaction, y'all, from the Fat Man's Podcast, y'all. I got no reaction for y'all. Before we get to this reaction, y'all, please hit that like button and subscribe button, y'all. We're on the way to actually, we're on the way to 2K, actually. I forgot about that. I want to say thank y'all for who everybody subscribed to, all the new subscribers. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all go ahead and watch the shorts. They're funny videos and stuff like that. Just short form funny videos. You know what I mean? I like positivity, so I like comedy and stuff like that, y'all. If you guys want to go see the original video, it will be up in the description, y'all. It will say original video, to make sure you're right beside it, y'all. If you have any comments, go ahead and play with the play with the comments. Go ahead and comment. I do read all of them. I might not respond to them, but I definitely do try to read all of them. Yeah, a lot of y'all be like commenting and everything, but yeah, I really do appreciate y'all. I like y'all comments. I like y'all intake on your opinions, all that stuff. You know what I mean? I respect everybody's opinion, and you know what I mean. If you disagree with the video, that's okay with me. But hey, y'all, let's get up in here. It's from the Powerful Mind Lube. It came across my feed, my YouTube feed, and the title is the best advice to young men and mothers: toxic masculinity and male privilege. Jordan Peterson. You guys, you know I don't believe in toxic masculinity or male privilege or anything like that. I just don't believe it. That's just how it's gonna go. I definitely don't believe in toxic masculinity. There's toxic people, but there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. And there's so many terms, like bad people and good people. That's all it is. Male privilege, don't agree. I don't know where people get that. I don't know where women get that from, but okay. That means we wouldn't be in wars and stuff like that. We let all the women go do it, but no, we ain't gonna do that. And most men don't have male privilege. The average man ain't trying to do that. You know what I mean? Just trying to provide for their family, so he, you know what I mean, leave a decent life and stuff like that. But hey, y'all, what's good up in here? It's only 4 minutes long. I'm not gonna pause it or anything like that. You know, I just give my take on it tomorrow. Later after the video is done. All right, yo.
Afraid of men, confuse competence with power.
You have an enormous impact with young men, and I speak to mothers of young men, and so many of them, whatever their political persuasion, are really concerned about the crisis amongst boys, the anti-male sentiment that we hear so much about in popular culture, toxic masculinity, male privilege, all these sort of negative messages. How do we counter that? What would be your message to mothers and young boys?
Part of what you do is you counter that in the home first, to the degree that a mother might be motivated by a resentful quasi-feminist ethos. That's going to manifest itself in her son's life. It's like, well, I'm antagonistic to the patriarchy. Okay, so what do you mean by that? The patriarchy, is that a manifestation of the central spirit of masculinity? Or what is it? Because if it's not that, then what is it? Well, let's say it's that. Well, your son's masculine, so how do you think your attitude towards masculinity is going to work for him? You're going to treat him like he's a baby patriarchal oppressor? Or that his ambition is part of the force that rapes and pillages the planet? And that idea sort of lurking at the basis of all your interactions with him? You think that's going to go well? That's the devouring mother from the Freudian perspective. That's not going to go well. And so it's good to remember, if you're a mother, when you talk about the patriarchy, you're talking about your son.
But even in boys' schools, even in education centres that are supposed to be devoted to good outcomes for boys, there is just so much unrelenting messaging about toxic masculinity and male privilege. I just wonder, what impact does that have on young men growing up?
We know what impact it has on them. They just drop out. Why wouldn't they? Because, so imagine they're actually ethical, their boys are ethical in their fundamental orientation. So then they hear that their desire to engage in rough and tumble play, their desire to point and shoot at things, for example, which is deeply masculine, deeply human for that matter, because we point and shoot and aim at things. That's our entire physiological platform. We're hunting creatures, and that so your ambition is nothing but a manifestation of the corrupt and oppressive patriarchy. And as he said, you're part of the force that destroys the planet. If you have a shred of ethical sense and you're a young man, that's just going to stop you. It's going to just demotivate you. And in some sense, that's the purpose, because women who are afraid of men confuse competence with power, and then they believe that the road to peace is the antagonism to power. And because they don't discriminate between power and competence, they become antagonistic to their son's competence, and then, well, and then they reap exactly what they sow. They end up with incompetent boys. And, well, what went wrong? It's like, well, how about you discouraged every sign of competence, every chance you had? I read this account a while back. A woman author in the United States, whose name I don't remember, talked about just how difficult it was to stop her son from playing with guns. She said, well, I took every gun out of the house, or even anything that remotely looked like a gun, and that boy, you know, he'd take the toothbrush and shoot the cat with it. And how appalling is that? It's like, oh, you're quite the monster, aren't you? You saw something manifest in your son that was so deep, this desire to point and shoot, let's say, that despite your best efforts, you couldn't crush it. And then you didn't even notice that you were spending all that time trying to crush it. And it was so deep that you couldn't, and you still regarded what you were doing as a virtue. It's like, boy, your son, he certainly needs a new mother. That's for sure.
Well, damn, tell how it is, JP. Damn. That's cold-blooded, boy. But I mean, I totally agree with JP was saying. Like, if you take like the nature of men out the household or something like that, and that's why you have that's why you need fathers, because it builds their masculinity, their confidence and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Roughhousing and stuff like that. It's like, man, we done that for years. Men do that. I mean, boys do that until they like damn near shit grown. They still do when they grown. You know what I mean? There's just something in our nature that wants us to, rush house and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just in us to fight, all that stuff, hunt, all that stuff. Like, even me, I'm about to go get a gun. I just gotta go get I gotta go renew my license because it just expired and stuff like that. But it's just like, man, it's like you trying to take all that out, and then you scared of what your boy would do. Like, I've seen, like, all this shit, how people go on TikTok, because this got to be like, I swear to God, that episode, that shit gave me a whole headache. I'm not joking, y'all. That gave me a whole headache. People say the dumbest thing in there. Oh, I'm gonna raise my boy as, I don't see genders, or I don't see, there's no such thing, masculinity and stuff. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's like, bro, like, people trying to just take everything from the dawn of time out of boys and, like, trying to change everything around. I'm telling you, that's not gonna happen. Sooner or later, it's gonna backfire. I don't know when, I don't know where, but sooner it's gonna backfire. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I'm telling you, it's gonna backfire somehow, some way. And I don't know when, but I'm telling you guys, I'm telling the truth. It's gonna backfire. And I think America, I don't know what's gonna happen, but we know what's gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm pretty sure I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just over here talking, but yeah, I totally agree with it. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then when they talk about patriarchy, I don't like patriarchy and stuff. Okay, so if we did have a what do you call that? Maternal, what the hell they call it? Women's society, wouldn't y'all just be in control of men? The same way you say men control women. How does that work? Sooner or later, somebody's gonna have to step up and and actually actually rule the world, rule America like a president or something like that. Like it's and that means you got everything that men built in America, like the machinery. And if you trying to change the boys into girls and stuff like that, that means there ain't no construction workers, no power line people, no pilots, none of that stuff. People that men have leadership in the roles. So how would that work? You know what I mean? But hey, y'all, that's the video, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think up in the comments, y'all. I really would appreciate y'all. Go ahead and share this video and like this video. We're on the road to 2K, so let's keep on jumping and jumping. If you like to go see the original video, it will be up in the description, and it will say original video. At least we right beside it, y'all. But I'll sign us off for the Fat Man's Podcast, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.